once I get this up and running.
The stuff you worked on, this is what your tech guy called sound occlusion?
Yeah. So basically, because we changed this, the feel of the audio over distance, we noticed that it would make it hard to hear exactly where the sounds were coming from, so we created an audio occlusion system that basically it's a line occlusion system, line trees occlusion system, where if an audio source is occluded because you can't see it, then we do that low pass filter more aggressively. But if it's an audio source that you can see, then it's more noticeable, more you can hear it more clear. And that was a prerequisite, because if we wanted to change one, then we couldn't do the other. It's really cool, and I'm looking forward to showing you here once I get this up and running. So the audio occlusion system is gonna be enabled by default, and right now we don't have a switch to turn it off, but I think what it adds is a lot of atmosphere to the game. It adds some presence that you didn't have before, where everything might have sounded a bit too distant in relation to where the audio was actually coming from. Cristiano is gonna help me out with the testing of it. So I'm gonna choose a soldier and I'm gonna invite him to a squad.
I'm Robotron.
Oh, you're Robotron? Okay, I'm gonna find you. And look who's online. Great. Let's go.
But it does sound a lot of, well, to me it sounds kind of techy and nerdy.
Yeah.
So if you had to, cut all the bullshit and simply say, okay, what does this actually give me as a benefit?
Do? Yeah. It increases the audio fidelity in the game. It makes the sounds more clear, and it helps you a lot when trying to determine where a sound source is coming from, because of the occlusion. When things are not in your visibility, then the audio kind of makes, well, it feels less stressful in situations where you're actually not in danger. So it helps you evaluate your situation better.
So basically you can hear where your enemies are and not.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can't do override. Huh. Are you loaded in?
I'm still loaded.
That's why. Okay. So while we wait for Cristiano to load, yeah, it's basically the immediate danger of maybe try to imagine you're running around in a field and you can hear the planes flying above you, and you feel like you're in a situation that's really dangerous for you, and then you run into a shed or a house, and then suddenly you can hear that the audio from the plane is faded out, and it sounds more like you're not actually in danger anymore. I'll start by showing you if I can get Christian to help me. When he's there, you are. So I'll just put on the headset so I can help you explain what's going on. I'm gonna disable it so you can hear what it sounds like
at the
today.
moment.
Yeah. So this is the current audio system. Try to switch to the MP40 maybe. Yeah. So up close it sounds like this, and once I get a bit further away, try to. can hear that the audio gets muffled. It gets like it sounds closed, and it sounds like there's a large distance from you to the audio source, and it's a bit too much. We figured, and there's no difference between Cristiano being here and here, so there's actually we don't take occlusion into account right now. But with the new system, as I'll show you now, you can hear that the audio sounds a lot more clear. And if I do the same test here, then you can hear that if you just stand there and shoot in direction, just keep firing maybe. If I go behind this wall, he gets occluded, and the sound is muffled, so I can hear that he's not immediately close to me, and I'm not in an immediate danger. So this is basically a nice help to help you try to figure out where the sounds are coming from. If Christian helps me in this building over here, and just if you try to run around, we can hear the footsteps in this opening. Try to run around down here and then shoot. And again, if I toggle it off, then you can hear there's no difference between me seeing him and him being out of sight. So that's one thing that this really helps. And I explained before that one cool thing is the planes, how it sounds when they're flying above you and you're inside versus outside. Maybe Christian, you can try to spawn a plane, and we can take a listen.
Listen like that. Yeah.
And I can show you that we also fixed the bug in the Doppler effects. We had unfortunately disabled them, so you couldn't. There was no change in sound if vehicles were coming towards you, but that's changed for now. So as you can hear, once I can't see the plane, it gets more muffled. And so one way I can escape this plane coming towards me is that I can clearly hear the difference between him being on top of me while I'm inside and me being outside. So it's a really cool addition. I think it's something that will help our players a lot, trying to figure out where sounds are coming from, and it's gonna be cool to hear the feedback, and I hope it's something that you all agree that it's a great addition to the game. So
actually, there's another thing you could do.
Yeah.
If you